time, weather, and...
Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Hello everyone. On Roku, I found the Glen Campbell Comedy Hour. It was like, wow, that's cool. I have not seen that show since it aired in the late 60s and early 70s. It ran from 69 to 73. So I thought, I'm going to watch every single one of these episodes. When I looked into the episodes, they only had like 8 or 10 episodes. What they were doing is they were promoting the Glen Campbell Comedy Hour being shown on Shout Factory TV, which you have to have a subscription for, and I don't have a subscription. So I watched the ones that were on Roku, and it was fun. One of those episodes had Linda Ronstadt on it. Now, it also had Neil Diamond on that same episode. And there was a great medley that was done by Neil Diamond, Linda Ronstadt, and Glen Campbell. But what was even better than that was a duet with Glen Campbell and Linda Ronstadt doing the James Taylor song, Carolina in My Mind. Now, Carolina in My Mind was written by James Taylor, appeared on his first solo album, recorded in 1968 on the Beatles' Apple Records label. The song was also released as a single by James Taylor. So it was cool to hear this song because it didn't make a major hit for James Taylor, but it made enough of a bang that Glen Campbell and Linda Ronstadt would do a cover of it on the Glen Campbell Comedy Hour. This episode of the Glen Campbell Comedy Hour was shown on January 10th of 1971. So here we go. I thought it'd be fun to watch Linda Ronstadt and Glen Campbell doing this cover version of a James Taylor song. In fact, if you listen real closely, Glen Campbell even says, let's do a cover of a James Taylor song, or let's do a James Taylor song. And this particular video that I'm going to show actually has an introduction done by Glen Campbell, which I think is also pretty cool. I'm a big Glen Campbell fan and a huge, huge Linda Ronstadt fan. Here we go.
To sit down and just have with a guest and sing and play. But it was that was a lot of fun. That was one of the parts of the show that I really enjoyed doing. And it seemed like the boy-girl duet thing then was a hot thing to do. You know, I was singing with Linda Ronstadt, singing with her, with Bobby Gentry. I really like to sing. I'd rather sing harmony with women than I have with men because you could sing under it a lot easier. So I had women on the show. I wanted a variety. That's why a variety show should be variety, you know. You can have Beethoven on the same show with Johnny Cash, you know, because it's variety.
That was pretty. Hey, let's do a song that James Taylor wrote, okay?
Okie doke.
Ready? In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her way and watch it shine. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing, now I'm crying. Ain't I gone to Carolina in my mind?
Okay, now this is just great. I mean, I love these two. They're such dynamic singers. But if you listen, it almost seems like Glen Campbell has a little bit higher range to his voice on this, and Linda Ronstadt singing a little bit lower range. It's like almost the opposite of what it should be. And also in this last section here where they're singing, it was like they're trying to not outdo each other because they both have dynamic voices, especially Linda Ronstadt. I mean, she has a dynamic voice. She can just take over and just probably outdo Glen Campbell. So she was keeping it down a little bit. You could almost see like she was almost like should I keep on singing? Do I know the words? It was like there was some question in her mind, is how should I present my voice against Glen Campbell so I don't outdo him? I mean, that's the way it almost seemed. So I'm going to take it back a little bit. Watch her face again as she's singing this one section of the song.
Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine? Hit me from behind. Guess I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's
Right here, right here.
Sun, you best walk her way and watch it shine. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing.
She's watching Glen Campbell. Her eyes are on Glen Campbell, and it's like she's wondering, am I singing too loud? Am I not singing loud enough? It's almost like questionable that she doesn't outdo Glen Campbell with her vocals. I mean, that's the way I see that, and it's just kind of an interesting take on this part of the song. So let's keep on going.
Now I'm crying, ain't I gone to Carolina in my mind? Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calls. Easting fighting dogs that bite. Signs that might be open say I'm going, gone to Carolina in my mind. Others standing round. Still I'm on the dark side of. Looks like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me. Forgive me. If I'm a man in my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. Gone to Carolina in my mind. Yes, I'm gone to Carolina in my mind.
Oh, that's so sweet. Like I said, when I watched that episode of Glen Campbell Comedy Hour on Roku, it was like, oh, Linda Ronstadt's going to be on. I can't wait to see this. And then before this, she did the song Long, Long Time, which is just a dynamite song. And then they go into this duet with Glen Campbell and Linda Ronstadt. And the duet was like, wow, they're doing a James Taylor song, from his first album, which most people have never heard before, I'm sure. So I thought that was kind of cool. But I love the way they kind of sang together. They were like, I'm not going to try to outdo the other person. So they were kind of keeping it down a little bit. But then they got into their solo portions where Linda Ronstadt did her solo, and then Glen Campbell did his solo part. Then they kind of expounded and put a little bit more emphasis in their voice. Really neat. And then when they do the ending, of course, they're kind of ad-libbing the lyrics at the end, and I always like that when they do that. But I just think that was really kind of a cool performance, really nice presentation of that song, and to see Linda and Glen together, that in itself was so amazing to me. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing Linda Ronstadt on Glen Campbell's Comedy Hour doing a duet with Glen in the song Carolina in My Mind. I thought it was really, really cool. Yeah, I just love both their voices. They're both so talented. It's you know, I miss Glen Campbell, and Linda, well, she's still around but doesn't sing anymore, and it's a shame as well. So if you enjoyed this, that'd be so cool to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. If you have any comments about Glen Campbell and Linda Ronstadt doing the song Carolina in My Mind, put in the comments below. That'd be really appreciated as well. Now, I'm going to take a link to this video. And there's quite a number of copies of this video out there. There's one that somebody actually electronically made a stereo version of the song, and then the video is really cleaned up. It's really, really nice. I just think it was a little bit too intense. I like the mono TV version better that we saw here. So I'm going to take a link to this video, put it in my description below, and all you got to do is hit the link. It'll open up and play for you if you want to see it again, and I won't be stopping it. I'm also going to take a link to the channel that uploaded this video, because I thought it was kind of cool. It had that introduction by Glen Campbell. And anytime I see Glen, that's cool in itself. So I'm going to take a link to that channel, put it in my description below. So if you want to check out that channel, hit that link. It'll open up, and you'll be able to see what else that channel has to offer for you. Now, have you subscribed to Driving with Todd? If you haven't, you can see we're doing all kinds of cool music. If you look back at my catalog of reactions, there's a lot of different genres and a lot of different artists, and we're having a lot of fun here. So go below this video and hit that subscribe button, and you'll be making me, this guy right here, very happy. If you go over here and ring the bell, you'll get updates to my latest videos. So this was great. Like I said, I saw that they had the Glen Campbell Comedy Hour on Roku. I couldn't wait to watch some of the episodes, and when I saw Linda Ronstadt was on, that really pumped me up. And then when I saw she did a duet with Glen Campbell, I had to play that on Driving with Todd. So this put a huge smile on my face. I'm hoping to put a huge smile on your face. And peace out, baby.